and like blood trickling down, and then the barrel falls. Me. Blu-ray update, 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 Blu-ray update. The title cut me off. I was on a roll. Now I'm tired. Need some air in here. Whew. That's good. Force powers seem to be developing nicely. Alright. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back, etc. It's Blu-ray update time again. Or did you already know that? Did you figure that part out? Yeah, I had, what was it, one of my viewers asked me the other day, he said, are you ever going to do a Blu-ray update, like, ever again? And I was like, well, yeah, of course, why wouldn't I? I guess he was concerned because a lot of my recent purchases have been DVD. Well, I mean, that's because a lot of my recent purchases have been TV shows and stuff, and there just isn't a lot of, like, 80s and 90s. Well, there isn't any 80s and 90s TV shows on Blu-ray, so DVD is it. You may not can wait forever for Blu-ray versions of stuff that may never come, or, you know, I can get them on DVD. But for now, we're going to talk about Blu-ray. And in case you didn't guess, I got a few new James Bond ones. I hope that people who've never seen my videos before are really irritated by now. Okay, so with Annetta leaving, that means that it left the James Bond collection kind of in an interesting place. You may recall in my older updates where I talked about the other James Bond Blu-rays, originally what the idea was I would collect certain Bonds and she would collect the other Bonds, and between the two of us we would have the whole collection. So that seemed like a great idea, you know, when we thought we'd be together forever. But now that things have changed, you know, I kind of want the rest of the Bonds in my collection. So, of course, the real kicker of that is we were collecting the limited edition steelbooks, which are getting increasingly hard to come by. At least in stores. You can still find them online, but expect to pay, you know, $30-40 a piece for them, if not more in some cases. So that meant I had have 6 of the steelbooks. I was collecting Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, and Timothy Dalton. So between those, there were 6 steelbooks. There was 4 Sean Connerys and 2 Pierce Brosnans, and the one Timothy Dalton that they put out on Blu-ray didn't make it to steelbook for some reason. It was one of the last wave that wasn't in steelbook. So that basically meant I still had 3 steelbooks to track down if I wanted to have the whole set. And of course I want the whole set. I want as much of it in steelbook as possible because, you know, steelbooks are cool. So that meant I had to track down the Roger Moore steelbooks. Well, I found 2 of them. 2 of the 3. I found 2. I need 1 more, and we'll reveal that one in a moment. So, for now, I got Live and Let Die, which of course is his. It's only taken me like 6 minutes to get to the actual update, eh? Don't you just love it? I know you love my dilly-dallying. So I got Live and Let Die. There's the front, there's the back, there's the inside. Yeah, see, now stuff like this, I do not consider stuff like this, you know, make sure your Blu-ray player is up to date, and check out these other great Blu-rays. I don't consider that to be proper inserts. No, no, no. I consider a booklet relating to the movie to be a proper insert, or a pamphlet, or a chapter list, or something like that. So yeah, most Blu-rays have. Oh, it's upside down anyway. Who cares? Most Blu-rays have these types of inserts, but very few have booklets. You know, basically that seems to be just the really super deluxe editions. So we got Live and Let Die, and I will again give you super high resolution cover scans. And then we got The Man with the Golden Gun. I should say me. The Man with the Golden Gun, alas, was another one of the last wave. Not available in Steelbook, so it's just a regular Blu-ray case, unfortunately. I held out for a long time. You know, the last wave of Bonds on Blu-ray before they put it in limbo was basically just two titles. There was Man with the Golden Gun and not the Living Daylights. It was License to Kill. Sorry, the second Timothy Dalton one. And everybody who, like me, who was collecting the steelbooks was like, okay, cool, glad there's two new ones. Where's the steelbooks? You know, kind of want consistency in the collection, but they never came out in steelbook. I don't know why. So basically, in the end, I was like, well, it's either get the regular edition or don't get it at all. So the good news is, though, this one's really cheap. I mean, the regular editions you can get for like $10 most of the time, so pretty cool. And then finally, I got Moonraker. This was actually one of the very first James Bond movies I ever saw. I remember I was collecting, I had a subscription to the Electric Company magazine based on the PBS show. And the first I'd actually really heard of James Bond was in an article in that where they had some stuff about sci-fi coming out that summer, and Moonraker was one of the ones they talked about in there. So that's it for the classic Bonds. The one I still need is For Your Eyes Only. Here, let's put that up a bit, shall we? There we go. The one I still need is For Your Eyes Only, which is in Steelbook. That'll be the last Steelbook. I figure I've got 8 of the 9 Steelbooks they put out. Like, why would I not complete that set? You know, it's just, when you get that far into a collection, it's like you might as well just finish it off. Alright, so next up, you know, fans are really divided on these, but I like them. I picked up the 2-disc collector's edition of Casino Royale with Daniel Craig. I really like these. And I got a special ticket for Quantum of Solace when it comes out. That's awesome. Comes out November 14th, 2008. Well, I'll totally have to see that almost 2 years ago. So here we've got, this is actually a really nice collector's edition. 2 discs. So you got the movie and extras. And there's some extras on the movie disc as well. So nice high bit rate on those, as I recall. It doesn't specify if it's a 50 gig. I'm pretty sure it's a 50 gig on that. I might be wrong. Anyway, the Bonds generally, you can't go wrong with the Bonds as far as picture quality goes and sound quality. I mean, they're just beautiful. I mean, first off, you have the original mono mixes of the older ones for the first time in years, and nice surround remixes as well. So, very good. And then, of course, if you're going to get Casino Royale, you might as well get Quantum of Solace as well. I actually had not seen this one. I actually still have to finish watching it. I've only watched about half of it. A lot of people didn't like it, but here's the thing. I strongly suggest if you're going to watch this again right before you see it. In fact, they're both on Blu-ray now. Do a double bill. Because this picks up like 5 minutes after this. And if you haven't seen this for a while, you might be kind of missing the the connection there and be wondering like, well, what the hell's going on? But basically, these two together are one massive story. It's one of the few times when a Bond sequel has been directly connected to the previous one. So when you watch them both back to back, this one I think plays a lot better. Because I really enjoyed this as a continuation of this. But I can see how some people would be put off by it, just seeing it as a standalone, like a regular Bond. Because as a standalone, it doesn't make as much sense as it does when you connect it up to Casino Royale. So, the two of them together, great stuff. So yeah, Bond seems to be totally in limbo now. I mean, we don't know when there's going to be more Blu-rays of the classic Bonds. As it stands, they put out 11 of them. 11 of the, what, 20, is there 21, I think? So they put out 11 of them. So that means there's like 9 or 10 to go. So like a couple more waves of releases and they could finish it off. So it's kind of annoying that it's just kind of sitting there in limbo. Especially when, you know, they did such a beautiful job of the ones that are out. It just makes you want to see the rest of them in that beautiful quality. I mean, as most of you know, Lowry Digital did the restoration on most of the early ones, like the 60s and 70s ones, and they look fantastic. They just look amazing. I mean, you've never seen Bond look so crisp, clean, and beautiful. It's just fantastic. And in Casino Royale, of course, they're all recent ones, and I think they're put out by, are they put out by Sony? Is it put, it doesn't say, Columbia Pictures. I could have sworn Sony had something to do with this. Sony, yeah, it's released by Sony. That's what I thought. Yeah, and of course, you know, if any company wants to show you the best Blu-ray can possibly be, it's Sony. So, you know, they really want to show it off, so they're going to do a good job of it. Yeah, so anyway, that's it. So I got a lot of Bond to watch. I still haven't watched all the other ones I've got. Yeah, Ned and I were in the process of having a double bill of the 2 Daniel Craig ones. But we were doing them fairly late at night, and we got about halfway through Quantum of Solace, and we were just too tired to keep going. And then we just never got around to getting back to it. So, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? Anyway, more Blue Bonds. One more to go, and then I'll have the whole set up to date. Man. Don't know what more I can say. What a lame ending. Like, I'm just like... Yeah. No, like, in conclusion, therefore, and then to sum up everything I've been saying perfectly and tie it up with a neat little bow. No, I'm just like... And on that note, thanks for watching, and until next time, sayonara.